Hey there everybody, this is Lee with Creative Two-Time Mom, and this is going to be a homeschooling ABC collab video. This week's letter is L, and we are going to do L for letter of the week. So one of the things that I do with my preschooler, and I've done with the other two kids in the past, is we focus on a letter every week. We do a variety of activities focusing on just that letter. Now there's other things that are incorporated into our week too with science and history, but we really try to take that week to focus on learning that letter, learning its sound, learning how to write it, what it looks like, seeing it in context, just trying to make it fun for him. So I'm going to take you along this week and put together a bunch of clips of how we incorporate letter of the week into our homeschool. So we have these wipe off boards, and I've just taken an alphabet book from the dollar store, and I've taken the pages apart and we slide them in these wipe off pockets. You can get these at Lakeshore, or you can get them actually at the Dollar Tree sometimes. So when we're doing a letter of the week, we focus on that letter, and if he wants to practice a different letter, he may as well, but every day we practice writing the letter of the week. So that just gives us constant remembering what we're focusing on, and we can talk about the letter, we can talk about uppercase, lowercase, and the sounds that it makes. So letter of the week, we always make sure we do some writing. So one of the other things we do is I also write out block letters for him to color in, a capital and a lowercase. And we might do different mediums. Some days it's crayons, some days it's colored pencils. Today it's markers because I'm trusting him to not write on himself. Some days it's paint or do a dot daubers. Every day it's different, especially if we're doing one letter of the week. I try to do a different medium every day during the week. So another thing you can do is utilize YouTube playlists. Make sure you utilize this. This is a great tool. Every week I will go through with our letter, and this week it was the letter I, and I will start a playlist. I always start with these letter songs. From there, I might do a cartoon that will feature that letter. There's usually a Sesame Street short that will feature that letter, and then maybe one more thing. I try to make them anywhere from 25 to 30 minutes long, and he'll just sit down and it talks about the sound and what the letter looks like, how to draw it. I have one of these for every letter of the alphabet on my playlists. Also, make sure you're checking out Starfall. Here I am on the first page, and we have an ABCs tag, so I'm going to click on that. Takes me here to all the letters. I can click on any of the letters and it does a song and introduces the letter with its sound and some different words that start with that letter. Also on the top here we have for teachers ABC printouts, and you can do downloads and printouts of all the letters. You can either do them in block print or in cursive, and this is very similar to, we'll just click on A. This is very similar to what I do in the beginning with the painting and the coloring, where it gives us the letter, some words that start with that letter, and then how to write it. And you can print these out. I am not on the paid version of Starfall. All of this is free on the free version. You can also pay to go to other areas, but I find on the free version there's so much material that I haven't even touched the paid version yet. This is another one of our favorite tools for talking about letters and their sounds. This cartoon follows the adventures of Tad as he is exploring the letter factory and learning about the letters, uppercase and lowercase, and their sounds. There are other videos in this series by Leapfrog, but this one was the one that really introduces letters, and in my opinion it is the best done of all the videos. And books! We cannot forget books. These bright and early books for beginning readers are fantastic by the Berensteins. We have the A book and the B book sitting here, and they just introduce words that start with A, and the story gets progressively sillier and sillier. It starts out with one or two words that start with A, and it adds on from there, and you go on this crazy adventure. This one is mostly about ants and an anteater, and almost all the words in the book are going to begin with that letter. So I have the A and the B sitting here. Another fantastic one is Dr. Seuss's ABC. This introduces all the letters and their sounds and different words that begin with that letter. Another thing you can do is take the letter that you're working on that week. Say A is for apple, and you're going to pick out books that talk about apples. So you can do a whole unit study that week on one specific subject. So for A, I would do apples. For B, I might do baseball, because my 3-year-old is really into baseball right now. You can change it up every day and do a different thing that starts with that letter, or you can do an entire unit study for that week based on one word that begins with that letter. Now, as far as books go, over the next couple weeks, I'm going to be taking some of our favorite books that we use for introducing letters, and I'm going to be listing them on the blog under that letter, kind of as a preschool, homeschool type series. So be looking for that as well to give you some ideas of good books that you can check out for Letter of the Week. So another idea that we like to utilize is all these crazy fridge letter magnets. We have the nice heavy-duty ones from Leapfrog that go in the machine, and it does the letter sounds when you turn it on. We've had those forever, and they're nice because they're thicker and they don't slide into the refrigerator as much. So we have all of those, plus we've just recently acquired these wooden set from Melissa and Doug, which are pretty nice too. They've got great colors, and they come with an upper and a lower case for every letter. As we're doing Letter of the Week, we might go on a letter hunt. And so we will come in here to the refrigerator and I'll say, okay, we want to find, I don't know, this week we might be working on N. So we want to find the letter N. So my child will try to find all the letter N's in the magnets that he can. Some of these are around my dishwasher as well. They tend to travel. And then on our back door in our kitchen, we have this letter border from the Dollar Tree that I've had probably a good 8 years. It just moves with us, but if they get destroyed, you just go back to the Dollar Tree and get another set. It's not a big deal. So we will go, okay, we found the letter N on the refrigerator. Where is the letter N on the door? And we'll have to find the letter N on the door. You can also get the pointers at the Dollar Tree. So if they're too high, you can point them, or we just have a step stool that our kids use. The last place that we might hunt for letters could be in a sensory box or with the letter, the alphabet puzzle that we have as well. So those 3 or 4 areas, we're always searching and going on a letter hunt. So that's some of the strategies I'd use for teaching Letter of the Week in our homeschool. Leave me a comment down below and let me know how you teach your kids their letters and their sounds. Talk to you later.